Thor News presents.
Hey, Alex. Technically, if you wanted to have a good example, artist interpretation of the ARM program, wouldn't that dog only be getting a pepperoni instead of the whole slice of pizza? NASA's bold asteroid capture mission Pluck. Stay cool.
This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents.
Stay cool.
Hit the button, baby.
Hit the button, baby.
Hey, do you remember all those times that I made fun of NASA for their idea of putting an asteroid in a trash bag or a condom? Well, it took them a while to figure out that nobody likes condoms except for prostitutes and pigeons. So now NASA has gone to idea number B. They're going to use an over-the-shoulder boulder holder to pluck a boulder off an asteroid, and then they're going to sling it into the moon's orbit, giving the moon a moon. Yes, I'm not making this up. I don't know how plucking a little boulder off a bigger asteroid is going to lead to some type of asteroid defense. Whereas NASA spends about $1 billion a year on the James Webb Telescope, spends about $44 million on asteroid defense. That's pretty weird. Yeah, let's all get excited about Plan B, the over-the-shoulder boulder holder. NASA, filled with great ideas. Asterisk. The asteroid redirect vehicle visits a large near-Earth asteroid and retrieves a boulder from its surface. This sounds more like retrieving materials for Skynet. And there just happens to be a boulder sitting on top of the asteroid. And how do we know it's not a part of the asteroid? So when you go to pluck it, it's stuck. And are you gonna pick a slow-moving asteroid? Like, how does this all help? Like, we're gonna get 2 weeks, like, oh my god, a giant asteroid is gonna collide with Earth. And so you're gonna design that satellite, put it up in space, and then go pluck the asteroid off itself? I don't get it. And lucky for NASA, 99.9999% of all people don't even try to get it. You know? The boulder collection process takes approximately 30 minutes. How do you know? You've never even done it. NASA's bold asteroid capture mission will pluck a boulder off a big space rock rather than grab an entire near-Earth object. Agency officials announced today, March 25th. I don't see how that helps anything. NASA intends to drag the boulder to lunar orbit, where astronauts will visit it beginning in 2025. The space agency decided on the Boulder Snatch. Wow. An over-the-shoulder boulder holder and a boulder snatch. That sounds naughty. Option B. Option B is naughty, as opposed to the whole asteroid. Option A. What about option P? Pretend you did it and be done with it. Tuesday, March 24th. During the mission concept review of the asteroid redirect effort, NASA Associate Administrator Robert Lightfoot told reporters during a teleconference today, Option B will probably cost around $100 million, more than Option A would have. But its advantages are worth the price tag bump, Lightfoot said. Surprise, surprise, surprise! NASA went with the more expensive option. And knowing that the James Webb Telescope was originally budgeted at $500 million and now is at $9 billion, I'm guessing this would cost about $3 billion, maybe $2.5 billion. Either way, I still don't get what plucking something, you're just gonna pluck, I just don't get it. I think they're collecting stuff for Skynet's final form. That's why we're going to all these different little asteroids and plucking crap off it. Comets. Skynet was like, these are the parts I need to finish my final form. And they're like, yes, Skynet, do whatever Bill Gates says. For example, large asteroids are known to harbor multiple boulders, which makes no sense. So the mission will have a number of targets to choose from when it gets to the big space rock. Option A is riskier. The capture probe would likely have no recourse if its chosen asteroid proved too large to handle or otherwise unsuitable. Option B will also help develop more of the technologies humanity needs to extend its footprint beyond Earth. Is this about protecting Earth? Is this about making money? Or is this about going to Mars? Or is this about D, none of the above? We are really trying to demonstrate capabilities that we think we're going to need in taking humans further into space and ultimately to Mars. That's what we're looking at. The asteroid plan. As currently envisioned, NASA's asteroid redirect mission, ARM, will launch a robotic probe in December 2020. After about 2 years of spaceflight, the craft will rendezvous. NASA hasn't decided yet which space rock to target, and the decision doesn't have to be made until a year before launch. But the leading contender at the moment is roughly a 1,300 100-foot wide, 208 EV5 agency officials said today. Why don't you guys try and speed stuff up? I mean, it's 2015. Why don't you act like it's real? Like, oh my god, there's a near-Earth asteroid coming towards Earth. Let's get this done as soon as possible. The capture probe will assess the chosen asteroid's boulders. Grab one up to 13 feet wide and then retreat to a halo orbit around the big space rock. The spacecraft will stay in its orbit for 215 to 400 days, long enough for the boulder-toting probe's subtle gravity tug to influence the orbit of the larger space rock. Okay, so you got a boulder snatch, an over-the-shoulder boulder holder, and now you're gonna get a gravitational tug. Sounds like this mission has a happy ending. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, know what I mean, know what I mean? Burn. This aspect of the mission should help researchers learn more about how to deflect asteroids that may pose a threat to Earth, Lightfoot said. And then at worst, we all get fat paychecks from this $100 million asterisk project. Once we've understood we've actually influenced the larger asteroid, then that gives us an idea, okay? How much more do we want to do that, or do we want to start heading back? Man, you guys aren't even trying anymore, are you? You know nobody's paying attention, so you just like, blah, 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 blah. The capture probe will then turn around and head toward lunar orbit, where it should end up by late 2025. Two NASA astronauts will then journey out to meet the robotic spacecraft and the boulder, using the agency's Orion capsule and the SLS Mega Rocket, both of which are in development. This manned mission will likely last for 24 to 25 days. The cost of the robotic component of ARM, that is, the capture redirect mission without any astronaut visits, will be capped at $1.25 billion, not including the launch vehicle. And when they say capped, they want to put a really big asterisk behind it. If I wasn't already so jaded, this article would make me mad. Getting a very expensive show on the road. Now that the mission concept review is done, and NASA has settled on option B, the next big milestone for ARM is an acquisition strategy meeting in July. This is where we'll decide how we're going to procure all these systems, Lightfoot said, citing the solar electric propulsion system that will power the ARM capture probe as one prominent example. We've got to get those pieces moving. He's happy that ARM has put the design uncertainty in the rearview mirror. let's get on with it so we can get this next key step in our journey to Mars moving on. What about potentially hazardous asteroids? Those can kill Earth. Those are the Department of Defense factors of supposed to be protecting us, not just cashing checks, never giving straight answers, and coming up with confusing explanations. Man, but lucky for y'all, nobody really watches me. They're all watching DuPont Die, or whatever that guy's name is going. Hey, yeah, pew, pew, got him. Asteroid, yes, yay. No asteroid. Why? I think DuPont Die is really just ripping off Cartman, which is cool, I guess. It's like Cartman karaoke. Let's put this NASA asteroid mission in the correct perspective. First, it's going to be 10 years before the mission goes, if it goes at all. 10 years, that is a lifetime. Those who are waiting for NASA deep space adventures are going to be waiting a lifetime. WTF, I love NASA, but this is the dumbest idea I've heard in a long time. Welcome to the party, pal. Osiris Rex is already going to be an asteroid sample return. Why do we need to repeat the feat with ARM? Plus, for 1.25 billion plus launch costs, we could easily assemble a lunar lander from several of the commercial examples of rocket landers and establish a base with Bigelow's inflatable habitats. NASA would still be performing cutting-edge science as it conducts the situ lander science. Why are we actively avoiding lunar exploration? Boredom of the public. Yep, boredom of the public. Hey, look, Ceres, dull gray rock, Mars, orange dirt, moon. Too boring to talk about. Someone put a good comment on my YouTube page saying, why don't we have a rover on the moon? It's too expensive. Well, we could put a rover on Mars? I don't get it. Oh, there's no science on the moon. This will not happen. More PR from NASA and Space.com. Alright, there you have it. NASA's come up with their newest stupid idea of the decade. So stupid, even NASA makes fun of it, man. For the record, Alex is a cool dude. Alright, God bless everyone. This Keystone Cops adventure continues. God bless everyone. Have a great day. And hey, Alex, technically, if you wanted to have a good example, artist interpretation of the ARM program, wouldn't that dog only be getting a pepperoni instead of the whole slice of the pizza? NASA's bold asteroid capture mission pluck.
Stay cool.
Hit the button, baby.
Hit the button, baby.
Stay cool.